and hop on and hop off to 3 different cities each day. Mm-hmm. That could be fun too.
Yeah.
To experience the archipelago area and the vast sea there.
And of course, visit Santa.
Of course, you can't miss Santa.
Have you seen him yet?
Of course. What kind of question is that?
Well, normally my sort of questions are daft. So that's what I ask.
Well, yeah, Santa's really busy right now.
Yeah.
Getting ready with all the presents and then starting his tour.
Yeah. Finland has a lot of fun events, such as the rubber boot throwing competition. What sort of events do you have, and what should we take part in?
Well, rubber boot throwing is definitely one of them. Besides from that, there's mobile throwing championships, which could be easier since you don't have to carry around your own boot for the throwing. You can just throw your old. Remember those bulky Nokias from the 90s?
Yes.
You can just throw those. And then there's berry picking championships, and one really popular one is wife carrying. And unfortunately for that, you have to have your own wife or girlfriend you carry. You can't just steal someone else's.
Okay, you can't just pick somebody else's then.
Yeah, no, not really. And one that's kind of easy to prepare for could be air guitar championships, because for that you don't necessarily have to be married.
Okay. You don't need long hair though, do you?
No. You can still go and take part in the championships.
Okay, and being a left-handed guitarist is okay, is it?
I think that should be fine too, as long as you're really, really good.
No, I'm really, really average.
Well, then you should really, really start practicing.
Yes, I will start this afternoon.
Good.
How can we find out more about Finland?
By going to visitfinland.com. That's the website, the official tourism website for Finland, and that really has everything you ever need to know about Finland to get you inspired to book your own trip here.
Okay, great. Thanks, Eva. Thank you for your time.
You're very, very welcome.
Seklo Sounds is based at the Old Rectory, the home of our studio partner Interaction MK. They've been bringing arts to life in Milton Keynes for over 35 years. They use the arts to improve the life chances of disabled people and others in challenging circumstances through shared creative activity. These programs help participants to develop creative, personal and social skills. You can visit them at www.interactionmk.org.uk.
Local Giving is organising a Giving Tuesday event. It's extra special because it's actually Triple Tenner Tuesday. Starting from the first seconds of Tuesday the 2nd of December and ending just before midnight, any £10 donation made to a charity through localgiving.com will be placed into a draw to be boosted by an extra £20 of match funding. Donations of other amounts will not be included in the draw, and there's 1,000 donations up for grabs. Charity and supporter limits. Donors may make as many £10 donations during the promotion as they wish, and there is no limit to the amount of match funding any single group can receive. Local Giving does not guarantee any single donation will receive match funding as part of this promotion, but obviously the more donations somebody makes, the better the chances. The match funding available is £20,000, and what does it mean? Well, it means a one-off donation with gift aid that receives triple match will earn the organisation £31.55. A one-off donation without gift aid that receives triple match will earn the organisation £29.18. A one-off donation with gift aid that does not receive price match will earn the organisation £11.55. And a one-off donation without gift aid that does not receive the match will earn the organisation £9.18. There's a frequently asked questions page, localgiving.com/ttt/FAQs. So if you support a charity such as Seklo Sounds that uses localgiving.com, Tuesday the 2nd of December will be an ideal time to make that donation. You're listening to the Guinn Travel Show on seklosounds.org. And now, travel news. I'm starting this week with a story about rescue fares. Now, if an airline goes bust, it's been a long-standing agreement amongst the airlines to have discounted fares for those who are stranded. And the airlines have now agreed to formalise this custom, so it's a bit more likely to happen, I guess. Members of the International Air Transport Association, or IATA, have agreed to offer the discount fares to travellers in Europe who have to be repatriated after their airline goes bust. Airlines already, as I mentioned, offer cheaper fares for stranded passengers, but have decided to make it a formal part of the campaign to stop the EU creating a statutory fund to pay for the flights of passengers, which all airlines will be forced to contribute towards. I can remember when an airline went bust a few years ago and people were calling me when I was a travel agent to get home from places like Cyprus, and there was no sign of any discounted fees for stranded passengers, but I guess I was just looking in the wrong place, perhaps. The airlines feel that the compulsory levy on them would not serve anybody's interest, and they want the EU, or the European Commission, to resist this and encourage airlines to adopt this coordinated and customer-focused approach. IATA said that passengers would be offered fares as a nominal amount to get home, subject to availability with the capacity of seats left. The fares will be available to passengers travelling to, from and within Europe who do not have insurance covering them against airline failure. So something like an atoll, if you book your seats through an agent, you will be covered. If you book your seat direct with the airline, you won't. So this is really for people who have booked with the airline, and it's some way of offering them some protection, sort of, by giving them cheaper fares to get home. Now, it's a different story now. It's about a service charge that a group of travel agents are going to start charging. Mid-Counties Cooperative is going to trial a £25 service fee to customers who book a holiday through their network of shops. This comes in from December the 1st, and there's 57 high street shops which will apply the fee on all overseas bookings for the whole month of December for a trial. The £25 fee will appear as a separate as they like to call it, a transparent charge, and they say it will cover the costs of extra admin work that agents do, such as checking clients in online, filling out air passenger information for airlines, and printing itineraries. Now, I'm all for charging a fee, because when you look at a holiday online and a holiday through an agent, there's no difference between the two. The difference comes from the way that the holiday was found. So, my personal opinion, this £25 fee should not be a service fee for admin, because any passenger can do the admin themselves. It should be a fee to differentiate the process involved with booking online and booking for an agent. It should be a fee for a professional holiday finding fee, and not for admin, as I said. How do you feel about this? Would you pay extra for an admin fee? Would you pay extra for the fact that the travel agent has found the right holiday for you? Or would you just go somewhere else? What would you do? Let me know. Facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. A Thomas Cook flight had to be diverted earlier because a honeymooner got drunk and started being abusive and threatening cabin crew. The passenger from Blackburn had been drinking from a bottle of duty-free vodka, and he had a row with his wife. And after all the hoo-ha, he was taken in handcuffs to the rear of the Thomas Cook Airlines aircraft and forced it to have an unscheduled landing in the Bahamas, and it was on its way to Cuba. There are among 311 passengers on board, which was flying from Manchester. And several hours into the flight, his wife changed seats to get away from him, and the passenger decided to try and see his wife and appealed unsuccessfully with the airline crew to see her. He then started to say, "I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill everyone after," he said, with a few swear words in as well. And as flight attendants moved the handcuffed passenger to the back of the aircraft, he spat at other passengers, which meant they had to use blankets to protect them. When the flight landed in Bermuda, the flight was greeted by police who escorted the passenger off the aircraft, and his wife continued to Cuba without him. He was fined $2,000 for being drunk on an aircraft and another $1,000 for his abusive behaviour towards flight staff. If he doesn't pay the fees, he'll face 4 months in the Bermudan jail. I always felt that you weren't allowed to drink your own duty-free drink once on board because it was to stop this sort of thing. Have you ever been on a flight where a passenger got drunk and abusive? How did you feel? Was it scary? How was it dealt with? Facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show and let us all know. Well, it's the end of another travel show. I hope you enjoy finding out about Finland and Hawaii. If you've been to either destination, please do share your tips and hints at Facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. And if you wish, you can share your photographs too, showing you having a great time at these destinations. If you've been on a flight that's been diverted to technical issues or because of an unruly passenger, what happened? How did you feel? How was it handled? Facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show and let us all know. And I hope you can join me next time on the John Guinn Travel Show on setclosesounds.org, where each week I'm checking it out before you check in.
MK Pulse proudly sponsors Seclo Sounds. MK Pulse is Milton Keynes' local magazine, bringing helpful information on food, health, fashion, money, travel, culture and much more to 84,000 people every month. Plus news, views and what's on from around the city. If it's happening in Milton Keynes, it's in MK Pulse and it's available online at www.mkpulse.co.uk. MK Pulse and Seclo Sounds, the heart and soul of the city.